Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video. I'd like to talk today about DS3 rotation speed or look sensitivity, ADS speed, and ADS strafe speed. A little bit about myself. As you can see, I was in front of you. I've been with you guys since closed beta. Pretty dedicated to this game. Spend pretty much all of my video game time playing this game. So what you're about to see isn't coming from some CoD fanboy who's here for 5 days to bitch and then go about his way. I really want to see this game succeed. So first, let's take a look at look sensitivity or rotation speed. The increase in speed, the differences between low and high, I think there's 4 to 5 levels from what I could tell, is actually pretty good. Where it falls short though is the overall speed. As you can tell by every time the number 1 comes back around, it takes a little over a second to make a full 360-degree turn. This is way slower than every other FPS out there that I know about. To contrast this, I'm going to show you what it looks like with Call of Duty. This is Modern Warfare 3. As you can see, the difference in slow to fast is about the same, very smooth progression going up, but once you get into full speed, by looking at the chick with the sunglasses, well under a second to make a full 360-degree turn. Now, ADS rotation speed with dust is significantly slower than the hip fire rotation speed, which is welcome. I like that. I being a controller player or DS3 player, I need that extra level of precision. I would like to control it on my own, and I heard that may be a feature coming in the future, but for now, how much it slows down really isn't an issue at all. It's actually very similar to the reduction in the speed that takes place in Call of Duty. Now, it's worth noting that as you look at the speed that you can turn in Call of Duty, it can go much faster. What you're witnessing right now is what it feels like to play this game with the default settings. I personally play at 7. I know many people that are hardcore Call of Duty players that play up as high as this can go. So when the default settings are slower or faster than the fastest setting you can set in dust, you should see that there's a problem. And next thing I want to talk about is strafing. Now, both Call of Duty and Dust suffer from the same no movement to some movement right stick problem where it jumps. This is offset well with Call of Duty by the strafing speed. Now, there's a massive reduction in speed from moving normal and aiming down sight in Call of Duty. Seems like much more so than there is in Dust. As you can tell, the two work together when you're aiming down sight and strafing using both your right stick and left stick. Very harmonious in the way that you can move that dot around. Very smooth, have a lot of control. See in a moment when you compare this to aiming down sight and strafing with dust, almost feels like the guy is just stomping around. His foot movement or the steps he's taking are no different when he's aiming than when he's just walking normally or normal movement. Now, this goes against any military training that anyone out there can attest to has. When you're moving and firing while aiming, you walk on the balls of your feet. You walk very smoothly. You can tell by looking at this here, it's extremely difficult to keep that dot on something you want to keep it on. And it feels like it's because the dude's just stomping around. In contrast, strafing with CoD, you can see it's extremely easy to keep the dot exactly where you want. Now remember, there's no auto aim going on here because I'm not actually aiming at another character. I'm just aiming at spots on a wall. Dust, wobbly, back and forth. Trust me, I am trying as hard as possible, and this is with almost a year solid of playing this game daily. Trying hard to keep that dot right where I want it. Add in the kick of the weapon and someone actually shooting back at you, you can imagine the frustration a lot of people express when playing this game just not being able to hit stuff. One of the most common criticisms I hear for this game is it just mechanics. It just doesn't feel right. Rarely do I hear anyone actually put their finger on it, and that's what I'm trying to accomplish here, is just the balance between good strafe speed and good movement. Now, I'm not saying Call of Duty is perfect. See, it still does take a level of effort to keep that dot where you want it, but it is way easier with Call of Duty. Now, some of you might say, well, Dust is a difficult game, but man, does it really need to be that difficult? I mean, even moving upstairs, moving the stick in a different direction altogether from left to right, it's still extremely easy to keep the dot exactly where you want it when you're aiming down sight and moving. So, putting these together, I talk about engaging targets in multiple places. So say 90 degrees from each other. So then I pick the target on the wall here, and one back here in this makeup shop, and chick on the wall, sunglasses, and so maybe that's a diamond shop, I don't know, but there. Spirellos, mess myself up, pick the target, fire. Target, fire. As you can see, I'm using both left stick and right stick, strafing as well as moving the aiming to get the dot where I want to get before I pull the trigger. This is where I have a lot of trouble with Dust. I just, as much as I tried, as much as I played, it's just rough. Turning around 180? I mean, is he taking 4 steps? Who takes 4 steps to turn around 180 degrees? And again, this is a scout suit. I can see a fatty with a heavy machine gun, but man, this is a scout with a submachine gun. 4 steps, do 180. Is that 8 steps to do a 360? I mean, what soldier can't do an about face in a step in, well under half a second? So, gauging multiple targets from multiple directions, getting the dot where you want it, it's just painful. Not even talk about movement in general. So, running for cover, turning around, checking your 6, looking side to side before you come to an opening to make sure you're not going to get shot in the side. I mean, look how painful it is to turn around, shoot, get behind cover, turn around, shoot. I mean, that should happen, or at least I should have the option to make that happen way faster. And then again, just an example of how over-strafing, making it just difficult to get that dot between the boxes onto that pole. As a DI, he'd kill me. By putting it all together, the combination of high rotation speed, smooth strafing, good aiming, which Dust has good aiming. No complaints about the right stick movement at all. Really just lends itself for a really fun shooter experience with Call of Duty. And I wish I played more games. Wish I played Battlefield or Killzone or whatever, so I could have thrown up some other videos. But I don't. All I played before was Call of Duty. All I play now is Dust. But please, comment, feedback. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree, if you disagree. If you disagree, why? Why limit my rotation speed? What is it? What's it really hurting? And that's all. CCP, if you check this out, please, man, uncap the rotation speed and do something about that stomping and strafing. I mean, it's train the mercs or something. I don't know. Give me a skill. Give me a light foot or a roll step, man. Put my merc in marching band or something for a little while, but teach them how to walk without stomping. Thanks for watching.